has committed huge sums of money to some of these social investment programs. You remember that when we started the trader money, we did over 2 million. We gave from between 10,000 upwards to petty traders in this country, over 2 million of them, and we have the data of even more, in the systems, so that we know exactly where they are and how to reach them as we get more resources. So we appreciate all the points that you've made, because it does show that you are with us, and we are taking notes. I already spoke about the security situation. Yes, we do understand that it's a very challenging times, but we are not in doubt about the fact that we will prevail, we will overcome these challenges. We have a president and a vice president and the leaders in this country working together, to ensure that our security agencies are properly resourced, and they have given clear mandates, and they have been given clear mandates. The president made it very clear, I think even a few days ago, that he expects them to deliver, and they have said they will deliver, and they can deliver. We trust that they can deliver, and this is going to happen. We're going to extend their capacities, which is what we have to do. So yes, it's a very serious situation, and we are not ignoring it at all. It is something that is taking a lot of the work that is going on. I can tell you that personally from the presidential villa, that the security concern is taking a lot of our time, and we will overcome them by the grace of God.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so there are several. Yeah. Okay. So somebody, I think it's Bajambulu, just spoke about free education. Yes, let me tell you categorically that in this country, and the president made this point again in his speech to the commencement of the National Economic Council when he won the election for the second term. I believe it was in June 2019, categorically, that the Nigerian Constitution says that we have to provide education, for the first 9 years, and it has to be free. And he said that not only is it free, it is also compulsory. And he did say that he was going to work with the state government to enforce that part of the law, and that is exactly what we are doing. So there is free education in this country, compulsory, as a matter of fact, up to JSS level. And yes, there are programs that also support people and help people even for other levels of education that as they may want to desire. So that point is also well noted. Now, okay, the exit of the Empower people, there is a robust program that I believe is already being implemented to provide options for the Empower graduates, those who have finished the 2 years. Don't forget that actually the president extended the program beyond 2 years, just because he didn't want people to just be thrown to the job market without adequate preparations and plans. He did extend it, so they even spent more than 2 years. If you remember very well. So there is an exit plan to work with other agencies of government to give people different options, and I believe that those plans are still in the works. And already the president has said that, look, let's make this number from 500 to 1 million. So we are increasing it. So we'll be doing more, and keep sending your suggestions. We will continue to take them into consideration, because the whole point of all of this is that we want to serve the Nigerian people in every way possible.
All right. Yes, very quickly now, before we take messages, I just want you to respond to Uncle Chidi, who said that you needed to partner more with the media like you are here, which is quite commendable, but we need more funding support. Reactions, sir?
Yeah, we will continue to work with the media. All of us are media. I am media, you are media. We will make ourselves available. We will find new ways, innovative ways, effective ways, efficient ways to work with the media. We need the media to be able to pass our message to Nigerians and to receive feedback. So we cannot, gainsay that.
With funding as well, I'm sure. All right. So let's see if we can take messages now. We have quite a number of them. We'll take as many as we can. Mustafa The first is from Mustafa here in Abuja. It says, without gainsaying, the Buhari Oshibajo administration is doing tremendously well in the sphere of governance. The insecurity remain their greatest challenges, but they are doing their bit. This fellowship program for graduates and other initiatives the government is using to bridge the unemployment gap is quite commendable, and I have no doubt this is going to be transparent and not hijacked by elites, especially with the VP in the picture. Please, what is the update on NESP's free CAC business registration? Some states in the North Central are yet to release names of approved business names. NESP.
Yeah, let me answer that. Already, so the plan is to have 250,000 free business name registration. That means if you want to register the name of your business, the federal government will pay. And under the ESP, I think the first number, the first batch should be 250,000. Out of the 250,000, I'm sure that we have already done over 200,000 already as we are speaking to you. So we still have quite a bit of it to be done. So if you have applied for it and it hasn't happened, you know. Thank you so much for that commendation. The Vice President will continue to see to it that we push all those programs for the welfare of our people. And regarding the requirement for the Jubilee Fellows program, once the President launches the program very soon, there will be information shared publicly, especially there'll be a portal. There's a portal already that has information, that is out there. I also tweeted that yesterday, but require a portal information on how to apply and what are the requirements and the processes and the procedure that will become available right after the launching by Mr. President.
Amarachi Ezeji from Enugu State also is saying, good morning. I want to first of all commend the President Buhari VP Oshibajo administration on all the efforts they channel to job creation. We are grateful. As a former Empower beneficiary, I would like to confirm how this job opportunity will be created and also want to know all it takes because I'm very much interested. Thanks. Okay, I think we should take the messages. Joy Lydia from Gwagwalada here in Abuja said, good morning Nigeria and good morning Mr. Laolu. We really appreciate the federal government on this opportunity coming our way. How can graduates qualify for this scheme? I think Mr. Laolu just responded to that. Damola from Abuja said, first of all, I would like to commend the FG for this Nigeria Jubilee Fellows program. It is great and welcome. The initiative is set to be launched very soon, so I will like to know how soon is this very soon, as we're looking at this year or next year. Or are we looking at this year or next year?
For the Jubilees program?
Yes.
Yes, of course, it's going to be this year. It's not going to be next year. I just told you that the president is going to launch it, possibly this month. It was announced yesterday, so it's not a next year program. It is going to happen. It's going to start this year by the grace of God. That's the plan.
All right, you've heard it. She says, I don't know if it's a he or she. Secondly, I would like to ask why not a 6-month internship program instead of 12 months so that we can double the number of beneficiaries. Meaning instead of 20,000 graduates, it covers 40,000 graduates, looking at the number of graduates Nigeria produces every year. So that's just like an advice. Yahaya Wada says, good morning. There is no doubt on the fact that the president administration is giving priority to the unemployed and ordinary Nigerians. Talk of Empower, conditional cash transfer, survival funds, and so on. And now they are coming up with another initiative towards providing more jobs for more Nigerians. Honestly, I can only thank God for them. Nasir Usman Rawaya from Gusau Zamfara State says, my question to the or to the guest, sorry, is after launching this program, is it going to be applying from cafes, smartphones, or from government officials? I think you've already made it clear that it will be online. Adelekon from Ikotun, Lagos said, Mr. Akande, I understand the 20,000 yearly jobs are for graduates only. Sir, do the federal government have direct employment opportunities programs for uneducated and miscreants who constitute unrest in our society? Thank you. Well, I think all these questions have been answered earlier. Temi Tokwe from Abuja said, good morning, Radio Nigeria. I just want to use this opportunity to thank the Vice President. Okay, the 20,000 UN Development Program job to be created is a different scheme from the 5 million jobs from ESP, and that we'll need to understand on today's edition of your program. Thank you, Mr. Laolu, once again. So that's it. I think that's the most we can take for messages. There are quite so many, but they are all saying the same thing: commentations and suggestions on how the program can do much better. So back to you now. We just want to ask, are there other programs forthcoming, and what your Nigerians expect from the President Buhari Osinbajo administration?
Thank you very much. So just to give a recap of, I guess that's the intent of your question. Just
Yes,
to give a recap of everything that we've said. Yesterday we announced this Jubilee Fellows Program, actually named after Nigeria's 68th independence anniversary, that we celebrated last year. That's why it is called Jubilee Fellows Program. It's going to take 20,000 NYSC graduates, as it were, and it's going to give them a job experience, because this is targeted at ensuring that we deal with the problem of people who want to get jobs and they say they don't have a job. And of course, all of our other programs are in place, and we will continue to do more. We will not relent. We will continue to work hard. The President and the Vice President are committed to the welfare of Nigerian people, economically and in terms of security. And God helping us, we will succeed.
So, you've heard it all. That was the Senior Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the President in the Office of the Vice President, Mr. Laolu Akande, on plans to launch the Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program, NJFP, to engage 20,000 graduates annually for job fellows. I think we have time to just take one call very quickly.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I am Comrade Mazi Patrick Okoro for calling for Blue Village.
Yeah.
I wish to thank you for the federal government project. I pray that the federal government should start from core members who have already finished maybe their final mode in their core service, and they have a project timetable that is feasible. Give them such money. It will help them to not just enjoy the system and try also bring in people to copy their job which they are doing. And I would just advise the government that don't start training for Center for Management Development Centers. Go out to see that there are people that are already trained, that have skill. Go up there and do what? Empower those by giving them soft loans from that money you're talking about, that 20 million to give. It will help us. They also bring in people into the system. And these are peasants who are already existing. Go to them, not waiting for people who will start the job. There are people in the business. Because when you want to start business, you bring half of the money I have, but existing ones, give them that money to help them. Bring it.
All right, we need you to round up. Okay, I was going to tell him to round up our time is fast, but once again, thank you so much, Uncle Laolu, for making our day.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks to the production crew. Our news producers were Conrad Labe and Hassan Hussein. Online editors were Abdullahi Lamino. ICT was handled by Israel Tiokaha. Our studio manager was Prince Afronne Ugweze. Our engineer was Hassan Usman. Photographer Grace Omale. Cameras were handled by Folua Oluyede and Chinedu Mmegwa. Our facilitator was Oluwada Milola Oni. Our producer, Oledo Mbiwe. And executive producer, Sani Suleiman. Special appreciation to the Director General of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Dr. Mansour Liman. Don't forget to join us next week for another edition of Have Your Say. My name is Olayemi Daniel, saying stay safe, think right, do right to make Nigeria greater. Goodbye.